that one wide left.
Take what's available. Use the
I
fadeaway
know.
when the defender's there on you.
Butler, and he
Bull
takes the
crap
feed in
nowadays.
stride and
After that
slams it
first
home.
freaking update of
Right now,
them.
the defense mentally not there. Can't afford
For
too many
real.
of those in a close game like
Like,
this.
there wasn't
Jay, you're
anything
right.
wrong
Almost a
with
free
it.
run.
Like,
Don't
what's
you
wrong
think
with
Clark
people
could do it
getting
for
some
him there?
exotics?
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Aflalo's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. And it's Butler with the jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Lopez a screen.
Excuse me, the raid ones?
Aflalo against Butler. And Aflalo kicks to Galloway.
Oh. Oh, wait, you
To
get
the
gauntlets from
inside.
that?
That's tipped. Amundsen and fouled hard that time.
Send me a
He'll get to
screenshot
the
of
line
it.
to shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Amundsen. Zinkis, he's checked in for New York. Anthony comes in for early. That one is no good. Charlotte leading by 3. And here's Anderson from the arc. And Galloway pulls it down.
Boy, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Porzingis passes to Aflalo. Here's Galloway. New York, no good that time either.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Down low, here's Bolar, and he gets it to go. And Charlotte leads by 5.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And that one's good. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks
Yeah.
they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Inside, here's Bolar, and that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Porzingis. 5 points in the game. And Aflalo wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A different look for New York. Derek Williams checked in for Amundsen. Calderon comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Randolph is checked in. It's Anthony with the drive. And he gets it to go.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. Jefferson kicks to Lowry. They get the rebound. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. Here's Calderon. Misses from short range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
I like the
numbers
one
in
with
this
like
one
the
for
fellas
Butler.
coming around in
10
that.
points
It
and
makes
also
it
a
feel like
block
I'm an Indian dude.
Simply putting on a show.
Yeah, he simply decided that he's going to do it all by himself. I know it's a team game, but every now and then, a guy like him can do it solo.
1:30 left here in the second. Grant kicks to O'Quinn. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple
I'm
as
New
that.
Monarchy on
And
the
that's what you
Titan and
expect
then
from
the
them.
Hunters.
And Kyle
Get
Lowry
over it.
drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops.
I just like
Straight
to have a little
ahead,
bit of color in
playing
my thing.
downhill. and physical.
Here's Williams. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Do you not know where they are?
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Lowry with the ball. He has 6. Left side Butler, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
There's 47
I want to go to
seconds
future
left to
war
play
call,
here in the
dude.
half.
That's where it's at.
Calderon kicks to Grant. Here's O'Quinn. That's in there.
That's that
Anthony with the
rainbow
assist.
shit.
Now just a 1-point Charlotte lead.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Butler goes in 13 feet away. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Anthony. And Jefferson sends it back. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Now here's Calderon. He's guarded closely. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Jefferson. And they're pushing it up. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. For Charlotte, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. He misses the free throw. They can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. In the first half. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Aflalo. Then it's Anthony. And it's Galloway in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
New York trails by 3. Kicks it to Anthony. Pass to Aflalo. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Aflalo's got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for New York.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address. You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Unloads from 9. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Left side Butler. Outside Randolph. Out to the right wing. And the wide open shot from Decker. The shot is off. And New York will come the other way. To the inside. Here's Galloway. New York, no good that time either. Charlotte leading by 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Decker slams it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Galloway kicks to Anthony. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. And he can't get the first one. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. That one misses.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Covington with the bucket.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
New York trails by 7. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. Here's the screen. Porzingis passes to Anthony. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Villar, the shot misses. And so here is New York. It's a 5-point game. Here's Galloway. Shot clock at 5. On its way from Afflalo for 2. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Here's Covington. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. It was Amundsen. He's checked in for Porzingis. Early comes in for Anthony. Jose Calderon. He's checked in for Aaron Afflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Charlotte. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for Robert Covington. And Presley subbed in for Raymond Felton. Amundsen dishes to O'Quinn. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Back to Calderon. Lots of room. And yes, sir, that one drops. And now just a 4-point Charlotte lead. And here's Charlotte. Pass to Anderson. Here's Villar. Amundsen grabs the board. 1:41 left to play in the third. Calderon for 3, and that is good. Calderon's got 7.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Derek? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Robin Lopez is checked in for New York. Derek Williams comes in for Louis Amundsen. Decker kicks to Butler. It's good from the top of the key. 16 points for him.
Sam Decker.
1:16 left in the third. Grant kicks to Early. And Williams, here we go. Some solid defense from Randolph.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well. His shots just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And there's the feed to Decker. Lowry passes to Jefferson. It's stolen by Early.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
And Jefferson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson.
New York ball.
.29 seconds left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Aaron Afflalo. He's checked in for New York.
For your New York team. Aaron Afflalo.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Lopez. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. For New York, they have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
At the line.
That one drops. He ties it up.
At the line for 2.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on.